It's week 4 of the NFL. And here's the big artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He got the QB not once, but twice.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they work this well upfield.
25. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfect. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A first carry in the ball game for DJ Dallas.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge.
After review of the play, ruling on the
So the challenge there does not go their way. This would indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Williams brings it in. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On play action, they'll throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Once again, it's Dallas. Down to the 41.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. They're going to look to throw. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Draw play, Dillon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
The Lions had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This complete to Lockett.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll look to throw here. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. It's complete, and he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the drive for 2 is going to come up empty. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On play action, Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
One more time with Swift. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run again with Dillon. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play there for Detroit. 65 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Kyle Pitts.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good,
as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous...
Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So now the Lions down by 15. 2:25 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. On first down, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Rolling to his right.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.